did anyway. They meet all qualifications. I mean, there's nothing for us to do.
Dominic?
I have to say, I agree with all of you, and I'm just very concerned about the parking. Really, because I can just see that the parking lot next door is being taken up. You know, that's my major concern, the parking. And please, I just think the way you have it set up, it conforms to that park right now as we see it. But tomorrow or the following days, I don't know if it would be like that. We want to put another tent on North Church Street. You know, congestion and the whole thing. And it's beautiful. I'm not saying that. But again, I just think the parking is going to hamper Mr. Quattrini. West Street, you're going to park on West Street now, up and down West Street. It's going to be a cluster over there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dominic.
You know, I just think
I'm concerned about the parking, I'm concerned about the hours. You know, it meets code. I mean,
it's neighbors, 2 o'clock in the morning, there's neighbors, people outside smoking.
Meets code.
And I got to, you know.
Okay.
Interesting enough, I live very close to this. So if something's going to go wrong, I'm going to hear it. I'm going to hear the noise. I'm going to hear cars, people leaving early, whatever it is, I'm going to hear it. Because I am that close. Am I happy with it? Well, to be honest with you, not really. But this does meet code. What are we going to do? We're meeting code. This is a village zoning code that the applicant has satisfied. You know, to me, am I concerned about what's going to happen with the parking? Yeah, especially at night. But that's up to the applicant to monitor. And if they don't monitor it, it's in the conditions on the plans that it will be monitored by the police department or whoever is notified. Noise levels, again, that's why we have the police department. But we have to follow the code. And there's two in a row that we've had that this has occurred on. In the past, we've had many different applicants come in. They're conforming. We have to accept it. That's it. Do we need a vote on it? I think you should vote. Vote on it. Okay.
What happens
to accept this project? Sir, please. No. I'm going to, sir, I'm going to tell you something. Hold on. You hold on. Okay? This board has put a lot of time into this. A lot of their time and effort into this. Okay? And you know something? They put it in there. All right? For your benefit. Not for the applicant. Basically, nothing has been here for the applicant. All right? We've never done this before. Maybe 2, 3 conditions on an application. Yes, close to 14 here.
Well, we can't compare this business to the previous business.
No,
that's
sir. Sir.
That's what I heard.
Sir, that's what you heard. We're following our village code. That's what we're doing right now.
What the village residents have to say as well. I mean, it's not fair.
Sir, there are many village residents.
Not on the corner.
Sir.
Not next door.
What do we want? Positive vote? Positive?
The motion would be... Yes, threshold not requiring site plan approval.
Right. The motion not requiring site plan approval.
Construction. Yeah.
Correct.
Motion.
Pre-existing, the same kind of thing.
Hold on. Please. Michael?
The motion is
Not to require site plan
conclude that no threshold requiring site plan approval has been met, therefore the application does not need to proceed through site plan review.
So moved.
That's your interpretation.
So moved. Do I have a second?
Is that so?
No second.
Do I have a second? There's no second?
Oh my God.
Michael, I can't second it.
Great.
No prohibition on the chair.
I second.
Motion for a second.
All those in favor? Aye?
The majority of the whole.
I know, it needs two votes.
Speak your mind now.
I just think the public has a right. And I'm here to serve the public, you know what I mean? You got me up here to serve the public, and I think the public has a right, the way that they're in. And I understand what you're saying, that it's not going public because it meets the conditions, and I'm 100% behind it. Thing is, if we overwhelm the public with parking, there's residents around this whole area, including the chairman of the board, he's saying it.
Correct.
He's saying it himself.
I'm familiar with that section of town also.
Right. I know I live 4 blocks away, so it wouldn't affect me personally, but as a resident here, I have to take the other residents into consideration. Might have something this board did different that they wanted in there, and we're not seeing it. I have to give them the benefit of the doubt to hear them, to let you know. To me, it is.
Okay, I vote yes. So it's 2-1.
So you got two choices, you can either put it on as part of the applicant's choice for another meeting to see if you have 3 votes, or have the applicant begin the site plan review application.
Well, that's basically up to the applicant.
Yeah, that part of it.
Mr. Esposito? Well, you have time. Our agenda is June 22nd is our next meeting, correct?
You know what my concern is? Actually, the building's a beautiful building, you know,
Michael, we actually, there has been an application made in some form or fashion.
Okay. Is it a site plan application? I don't even know. If it is, then we'll have to send out a joiner notice.
Well, I guess my question is this vote, well, actually, you know what, I'll just.
Okay, all right, thank you.
That's an application of responsibility.
Today?
Well, they'll have to apply for site plan approval. You haven't reached a conclusion. I guess the converse of the motion is that site plan approval is required, and we'll have to pursue it.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda, Denali Properties.
Nothing.
Well, we got to adjourn here. I need a break.
What happened? Huh? So the business, there's no business there?
That's right.
Representing Denali Properties.
I can't do that.
Chairman and the board, I'm Matthew Bennett from Miro and Bennett. I'm here with my client, Mr. Riley, who's the president of Denali Properties. Mr. Riley has been before this board, I believe, at least twice before. Mr. Riley wants to open up a business selling swing sets on Matthew Street, adjacent to the existing Pizza Hut. This board referred Mr. Riley to the ZBA. We appeared before the ZBA last week, asking them to interpret zoning regulations, in particular whether or not his business was a permitted use in the DS zone. The board did come to that conclusion, that it is a permitted use in the DS zone, and we are here tonight to ask that he be allowed to take out a building permit and start preparing the site to open his business.
Okay, Mike, we had this application was in front of the zoning board of appeals in what, April?
Well, April and again in May, and the board did vote and they did issue an interpretation. The written decision hasn't come out yet, but I think what Matt told you is correct. What they've done, and explained to me, the attorney for the zoning board determined that the use, retail sales, is permitted in the zone, provided that the sales activities take place inside a structure fully enclosed, and that there may be outdoor display of the goods for sale, and I think the comparison that was used is something like Healy Chevrolet, which is in the CS, not the DS, but the requirement is